What is happening, world? Oh man, my name's Jeff Redston, and I want to welcome you to ShedTalk. Holy hell! What a week! What a week! We're sucked in the dead ass of holiday already, and it is barely October. Sun is rising on this beautiful Friday. Oh man, week freaking 6 in the SuperContest College edition. And we started it off right last night. Hopefully, everybody was following. That New Mexico State Aggies whooped that Sam Houston's ass last night. Somehow we got 2.5, jumped all over it on teasers. So that was a great run last night. I still don't understand how they had Sam Houston as the favorite. I know that quarterback for them last year was killer, and he had a killer game against the Aggies last year, but man, this is a completely different team this year. So glad we got off on the right foot for this week since we had such a terrible fucking week last week. So hopefully we have our 7-0 week for the first time in the contest and just keep going from there. Yeah, in the car again because damn, everybody's asleep finally in the house. Oh, and the sun is shining on my ass. So we'll get this going. Got a whole bunch of honorable mentions. Love Miami this weekend. Love UNLV. Did not like the number we got. They're up in Wyoming. That's super windy, so we didn't slam that on here. Like Texas Tech. Don't like the -11. Oklahoma -45. I think they'll beat Kent State by like 60, but hey, that's just me. Love that Jay Madison, but I cannot give 20. Just can't do it. Penn State on the road -24.5. UCLA sucks, but that freaking offense is trash. So can't take them. UTSA on the road, like them over Temple, but I didn't take them. We got them all over on teasers. Delaware playing tonight, them Blue Hands. We got them on some teasers, but we didn't dip in on them. I took a flyer on a team um, instead of the Blue Hens, so hopefully they win tonight. Like I said, we got that New Mexico State last night. Man, but for the teams we got this week, like I said, New Mexico State. Talking about that flyer, we took App State over Oregon State. Beavers have been freaking nemesis up my ass. So hopefully we get that to come through for us today. God damn, that sun is bad right now. I am right in the mouth of a canyon, so it likes to come through. We got tonight BYU -19. Biggest reason why we're on them because they fucked us last week in Boulder, but tonight, this weekend up here in Utah, it's the LDS conference. They are synonymous for kicking ass on these Friday night games, and especially they're playing West Virginia, who's traveling all the way back here to play. So they got their ass kicked by Utah last week, so we'll see what happens this week. But 19, don't like the number that much. It was in my red zone, but like I said, they kick ass on these conference weekend games, so we're rolling with that. Plus, that body clock time for them is what? It's like a 10:30 kick for their body, so I don't know how anybody could play that kind of shit. We got Texas -7. Florida has been so damn disappointing. I think this will be Arch Manning's stepping out game, whatever you want to call it, getting him on the map like that. Texas State on the road playing Arkansas State. Arkansas State's back into their defense sucks, so I'm banking on them putting up a ton of points as they already have this whole season. Oh man, Ohio State. We took that. A 6:30 kick at the shoe, well, a 6 o'clock kick at the shoe is always a great time. Minus 23.5. Minnesota has been very disappointing, especially that defense. And that offense, I don't think will be turning anything up on Ohio State. So I expect some killer points put up. Then we are closing out with Cal +3. I don't like Duke. They've been pretty disappointing for the ACC this year. Biggest thing is, again, another one of those body clock games. 10:30 kick for them. Really think that will affect them. I like that solid +3. So we got that and some teasers. So again, we have New Mexico State, who already won. We got App State. BYU playing tonight, Friday night. Texas -7. Texas State -13.5. Ohio State -23.5. And Cal +3. Those are our tourney plays. But man, do we have some freaking plays. Last week's teasers. Holy smokes. Colleges, what saved us last week, for freaking sure. Teasers went 4-1. Florida State shit the bed for us, and Kansas shit the bed for us. But Louisville and our Indiana two-teamer won easy. Texas A&M and Utah two-teamer won easy. Georgia was a push, but San Jose with the 8.5 pulled it through. BYU pulling out that last second win -0.5 got us, and Ohio State -2.5. So the 6.2 team teasers, we went 4-1. The 4 team teasers that I gave out at the car dealership, unfortunately, Kansas shit the bed. Georgia pushed. Oregon State kicked ass. Thank God for that game. That game saved my pockets last week. They kicked their ass. They showed how fugazi Penn State is right now. Man, that offense sucks. They cannot put up any points. That defense bends but doesn't break a ton. But man, that offense cannot put any points up. And then that San Jose, we had +9.5. So unfortunately, that Kansas fucked us because that was a huge parlay. What that was paying. But for this week, our 6-teamers, or our 6.2 teamers, we, like I said, New Mexico, we got 8.5, and that was a good win last night. We got Delaware tonight, turned that -3 into a +3. We got BYU at -13.5 and Army at -0.5. I think Army should run all over these cats tomorrow, but I like only having to give a half. We got UTSA, like I said earlier, playing Temple. Temple sucks. So I'm hoping UTSA, them Roadrunners, put up a ton of freaking points on them. Washington on the road after that sad showing last week against Ohio State. They're on the road -6.5. I've turned that into a -0.5. Really think that they learned a lot from last week. It's a young team, so I could see where they'll just bounce back and throw some points up, especially on the road, get away from all the noise, let them focus on the ball. So hopefully they throw down on the road. Then we got a 3-team teaser. Got UNLV +2.5. Wish it was +3, but +2.5. They're on the road in Wyoming. Like I said, it's windy. It's hunt season up here, so it's cold, windy. We'll see how them Rebels do. Hopefully they whoop some ass. Them Hurricane from Miami, we turned that -4.5 into a +1.5, and then we took Cal, that +3, and turned it into a +9. So hopefully that 3-teamer comes in, because damn, it is looking nice. I'm super amped this week. Don't have a ton of other plays besides a couple of NFL tickets that we got, just because it is such a stacked fucking week. For me personally, with Keeneland opening up. Huge weekend at Keeneland. Another huge weekend at San Anita, and huge weekend at Aqueduct. So And they got 2 huge races at Woodbine tomorrow. So between those 17 stakes races, it has huge implications on the Breeders' Cup. So we'll be on the road nice and early with my partner in crime, my mama bear, hitting the casino. We got some free play we got to use before, I think next week or this week. No, it's this week we got to use it up. So we got some free play, so we'll be playing some slotties. But damn, NFL last week fucking killed us. 0-3 on the 2-team teasers that we had. Chargers fucked us. Packers fucked us. And the Ravens fucked us. What sucked was that Packers, we had it -0.5 and -1. That damn tie fucked me. The one entry I'm in with the homies on the Survivor, that's gonzo. So that sucks. Only thing that saved our ass NFL wise and a lot of the weekend was the Justin Fields anytime TD we got at plus 245 on DK. So those little things, I'm not a huge player of that kind, but I heard it on the radio from Vissen. It's like, hey, I didn't even realize I just got too much going on. So when I heard that, pounded that bad boy in and woo, saved the weekend. So thank God for that. But on to this Sunday, we're rolling back with them Chargers. We turned that -2.5 into +3.5 and threw it with the Bills, turned that -8.5 into a -2.5. I think the Bills are going to rock New England. That's just me. Then we got the Lions. Not a huge favorite of this number, but Cincinnati is just Cincinnati. And we turned that -10 to -4. I think Goff and the boys are going to have a day, so I think they're going to put up quite a few points. Definitely think they'll win by a touchdown or more. That's why I didn't like the 10, but -4, my numbers, they're going to win by a touchdown. So hopefully they win easy. And then we hooked it up with the Chiefs -3.5, turned that into a +2.5. Didn't buy the points, should have, but oh well. I don't think Jacksonville will do it. I think Mahomes and them will pull it out in the end, probably win by a field goal. That's why I didn't like that hook, so we turned it into a +2.5. So Chargers, Bills, Chiefs, Lions are the 2 NFL plays we have. Again, like I said, I'm going to be on the road early tomorrow because we have a pocket full to start firing away to get as much bullets for the Breeders' Cup as possible. Get everything ready because, baby, we are a month away. I cannot fucking wait. Yeah, it's just my favorite time of year. So, again, my name's Jeff Redston. You can catch me on Twitter at MoneylineBet. You can catch the show at ShedTalk 2 on Twitter. And then on the YouTube, you can find us at ShedTalk 555. But again, let's fucking kick some ass, cash some tickets. Let's go 7-0 in the tourney. Let's cash every fucking ticket this weekend. I know I'll have more plays tomorrow once I get to the casino and get all my horse shit settled down. We'll fire away because I plan on being there at like 6:30 in the morning. So we'll be live all day. So holla at your boy. And again, we out!